Kenny McCormick Alter Egos, Part 2. From Season 19's Naughty Ninjas, here is Ninja Kenny. I'm not sure if you guys can tell that this is Kenny, but it is Kenny. Also another Ninja Kenny. This is from the first episode of Season 8, Good Times with Weapons, one of my favorite episodes. This is Ninja Kenny, which I'm not going to show because it's kind of shirtless, but I just found out a few months ago that Kenny's ninja name in Good Times with Weapons is Kensuke. It's not revealed in the episode, but I just learned that Kenny's ninja name in Good Times with Weapons is Kensuke. And also Anime Ninja Kenny, which I'm also not going to show because it's shirtless, but he's a ninja of Tokugawa. From Season 7, South Park is G. Here is Fancy Kenny. This actually has a different name, but I like to call it Fancy Kenny. Of course, this is the episode where the boys and dads in South Park start to dress up all fancy-like because of a show on TV. So that's the first Fancy Kenny. And here is Fancy Kenny 2. As you can see, his parka is now all pink and fluffy. From Season 13's WTF, which stands for Wrestling Takedown Federation, we have El Pollo Loco, which is Kenny's wrestler alter ego. I'm not going to show you guys this one either because it's also shirtless, and El Pollo Loco is Spanish for the crazy chicken. From Season 15's The Last of the Mohicans, here is Mexican Kenny. Yeah, it's Mexican Kenny. I wasn't sure if it was Texan or Mexican Kenny, but this is Mexican Kenny. From Season 15's The Last of the Mohicans. From Season 10's Make Love Not Warcraft, aka known as the best episode of South Park ever made. Well, that really depends on your opinion. Here is Chubby Kenny. From Season 4's Something You Can Do With Your Finger, here is non-Dream Boy Band Kenny. And from the same episode, here is Dream Boy Band Kenny. This is from the third episode of Season 12, which I'm not going to show this one. But this is Cheesing Kenny. I'm not going to show this one because this one's kind of gross. From Season 19's The City Part of Town, here is Dennis Kenny, aka City Walk Kenny. This one says Vegetable Kenny, but I think it's Crazy Eyed Kenny. Don't know what episode this is from. From Season 8's The Jeffersons, here is Blanket Kenny. This is Kenny dressed up as Blanket Jackson. From Season 5's How Tea With Your Bee, this is Bottom Face Kenny, which I'm not going to show this one because this one is inappropriate, but it's funny. From Season 16's Going Native, here is Hawaiian Kenny. Hawaiian Kenny I'm also not going to show because it's kind of shirtless. But luckily I did a drawing of him that doesn't involve him being shirtless. From Season 7's Little Crime Stoppers, here is, okay, I'm just checking, Junior Detective Kenny from Little Crime Stoppers, one of my favorite Season 7 episodes, definitely. And from Season 8's The Passion of the J, here is Star Trek Kenny. Very awesome. From Season 16's A Nightmare on FaceTime, here is Iron Man Kenny. This is definitely one of my favorite Halloween episodes. One of my favorite Halloween episodes is A Nightmare on FaceTime. I also love Pink Eye, The Scoots, and Sons of Witches. From Season 3's Jubilee, here is Jubilee Kenny. From Season 4's Cartman Joins Nambla, here is Blonde Wig Kenny. This one's a funny one. From Season 5's Cripple Fight, here is Scout Kenny. And from Season 13's Whale Wars, here is Whale Wars Kenny, or excuse me, Dolphin Lover Kenny. From Season 11's Licecapades, here is Sock Bath Kenny. I'm not going to show this one either because he's shirtless and he's in his underwear, but that's from Licecapades, the third episode of Season 11. This one I'm definitely not going to show, but this is Batman Kenny. This is another one of Kenny's deaths, and this is from the first episode of Season 14. I'm not going to show this one because Kenny's doing something inappropriate here, but I am going to make a drawing of this that involves him not doing anything inappropriate. From Season 9's The Losing Edge, the baseball episode, here is Baseball Kenny. I'm not sure if you guys can tell that that's Kenny, but that is Kenny. From Season 9's Free Willsix, here is Will Heist Kenny. And from the first episode of Season 13, called The Ring, here is Purity Ring Kenny, the episode where he got a girlfriend named Tammy Warner. I haven't seen that episode, but I just know because I do research. And we'll continue with the rest later.